This whole discourse surrounding Longlegs is so fascinating to me, and I love it. I feel like we have this same discourse every once in a while. The reason I'm bringing up marketing is because marketing plays a huge role in this. It's been a while since a horror movie had this much hype. This movie has a lot of hype, and this is not even a franchise horror. The marketing for this movie is genius, but it's also a double-edged sword because in this case, there's a significant amount of people walking out of this movie. They end up hating it and saying this movie is not scary at all. Which then brings up the discussion, what is horror? People are saying this movie is not scary at all. It's not a horror movie. It's a comedy. I didn't jump out of my seat, not even once. Is that how a lot of people see horror now? It's just whether or not we jumped out of our seat. Whether or not a movie is scary is already subjective. Hereditary is one prime example of how marketing affected the movie and how people view horror. The Village is also another horror movie that comes to my mind whenever this same discourse happens. The Village is a horror movie that was affected by the way it was marketed to people, but it is still a horror movie. At least in my opinion, it's considered a horror movie, and I'm willing to discuss about it. Horror to me is so much more than just did you jump out of your seat? Horror is such a wide open genre filled with many other different subgenres. Whether or not a movie is good or bad, that's all on you. I mean, that's you have your own opinion. But just because a movie did not scare you, all that means is that it did not scare you. Anyways, my name is Aaron, and I like to talk about all things movies, specifically a lot of horror movies. So if you like to talk about horror movies, please follow my channel. Okay, bye!